Hi, I'm Lars. These are my parents, Ellen and Karsten. They're both painters and are very inspirational to me. They immigrated from Germany in the 1950s. When I was 8, they made a bold decision. My dad quit his job as a designer and moved our family from Chicago to Wisconsin to open a gallery. My parents always had interesting people over, playing music, telling stories, and of course, singing German drinking songs. We were surrounded by art and had lively discussions about their paintings. They encouraged creativity. I wanted to build a treehouse. They said, "Go ahead." As a kid, I loved building and taking stuff apart. Engineering and functionality took a back seat to funky and cool. My treehouse, for instance, wasn't very stable, but it was the talk of the neighborhood. I assured my sisters that it was safe, but I think I was the only one who braved the second story. Customizing bikes was the ultimate. This was 1970. Can you tell by my pants? I wasn't really patriotic, I just wanted to be groovy. I put this bike together from the parts of several broken bikes. I thought it was pretty cool. There were a few rough years, and we didn't have a lot of money, but it didn't bother me. I kept building stuff and having fun. My friend Billy's dad was a shipbuilder in Sturgeon Bay, so we thought we could build our own hydroplane. It was our summer project in 1975, and we worked on it every day. It was time for the maiden voyage. Eagle Harbor, Ephraim, Wisconsin. That's me driving and Billy nervously watching. The first ride was the last ride. The bow did a nosedive into a 1-foot wave and broke clean off. The boat sank in seconds, but luckily the water was only a few feet deep, so the rescue and recovery was easy. I got my first camera and loved it. It was an Instamatic. It was perfect for photographing staged bike wipeouts and epic jumps. My friends and I even got out of English class to film Super 8 movies. We made movies with titles like Magical Mysteries 1 and 2, and my all-time favorite, Honda Dude. In high school, the magic of the darkroom and shooting black and white got me totally hooked. I photographed our hijinks. Our basketball coach said we couldn't drink beer, so we worshipped Mountain Dew. We had Mountain Dew parties and filled bathtubs with empty dew cans, dove through dew pyramids, and made Mountain Dew trees. After college, I moved to Chicago. This is a self-timer shot I used for a Christmas card in 1987. Running down the middle of Michigan Avenue barefoot, carrying a tripod and a surfboard was pretty invigorating. In 1990, I got married and we moved to Portland. I always carried a point-and-shoot camera in my pocket loaded with black and white film. I wanted to create a visual diary of my friends and what we did. When I pulled it out, I encouraged them to cut loose and have fun. That's my wife, Monique. I didn't know it yet, but those early spontaneous snapshots were shaping my approach and style. Fast forward 20 years, I'm still inspired by humor and fun. Commercially, I give my talent lots of freedom to improvise. My creative approach is more about energy, fun, and humor, and less about formal composition. I like planning for spontaneity and letting unexpected things happen. When I get into the rhythm of shooting, I shoot a lot. These 408 rolls of film were from an awesome job I shot for 10 Cane Rum in Trinidad. Commercial photography is a roller coaster of a business. To keep myself creatively inspired, I still build stuff. Having 2 boys gave me lots of excuses to build fun things. They needed a land speed trailer, so I learned how to weld and built this death machine. The kids loved it. I blasted our boys and their friends around a piece of property we had called the Nut Farm. As a photographer, having kids means you have subjects at your disposal. This is my younger son, Finn. He loved helping me with this shoot. I mounted the photo onto matchboxes and gave them out to clients. Shooting self-promotion pieces is a great way to stay fresh. I'm a big fan of street art. I was inspired to start a personal project and printed a bunch of Lars stickers. I've been posting photos on Instagram almost daily for the last couple years. Yep, I'm a 51-year-old slap tagger. My older son Karsten shot this in London last month. Last year we built an app called Taku. I was adding audio to photos but couldn't find an app that would do that and share to Instagram, so we decided to make our own. It was a great learning experience. So far we have over 6,000 users. Take a photo, add audio, share. It's free at the App Store. I've come to realize that building things is a big part of my creative personality. I love the challenge, the problem solving, and working with my hands. Plus, I really like the tools. Sometimes I get carried away. I started out making a storage shed, but didn't want it to look like something from Home Depot. I researched European garden houses, and before I knew it, my storage shed became Monique's painting studio. The cedar strips not only look good, they smell good. I accept that I'm not wired like other artists who have a singular vision. I'm inspired to explore different disciplines. I even learned how to sew, but I'm not going to knit. My current creative outlet/diversion is a motorcycle. I weld, grind, bend tubing, and use Photoshop to mock up changes. Ever since I was Honda Dude in 1974, I've wanted to build a motorcycle. My parents continue to be an inspiration. They're in their late 80s and still paint and run their gallery. I'll leave you with 2 pieces of advice they gave me. My dad told me, there are a lot of photographers, but there's always room for another good one. My mother told me, do something you love, work hard, and success will come. Live it up. Thank you very much.